What if I told you when you're shooting badly this year, it wasn't your fault? It was your build's fault. And I have the solution. This is the 6'2", 99 offensive consistency point guard build. He can shoot lights out. He can make any pass in the game. He can dribble. And best of all, he can hit the toughest layups you've ever seen in a 2K video game. This is my Kyrie Irving 99 OC build. Let's get into it. To make this build, what you want to do is come over to my career, and of course you can do a rebirth build. This was my very first build. I got it right on build number 1, which it may be the first time that's ever happened to me in a 2K game. What you want to do is you want to go to new, and I'm gonna go to one that I already have since I've already made it. Rebirth, yes. He's a point guard. He's 6'2", 180 pounds, 6'7" wingspan. You hit continue. 77 close shot, 91 driving label. We're gonna focus on the key stats first, so we're gonna kind of bounce around a little bit, and we're gonna come back and explain all the other ones later. 91 driving label. Let me talk about what this does for you, right? This is gonna be Giant Slayer, Hall of Fame, Slithery, Gold, that's what the 91 is. Acrobat, Hall of Fame, Bunny, Gold, Flow Game, Hall of Fame, Pro Touch, Hall of Fame, Scooper, Hall of Fame. Moving on, let's skip all these, we're gonna come back to those. 84 mid-range shot, I mean, quite simply, that's just to get Midi Magician on Gold. I feel like that badge is gonna be really important later on this year. 3-point shot, 94. This is one of the most debated stats in the entire game. I say do whatever makes you comfortable, but for me, for this build, and this is just a template, don't be afraid to change it. All right, 94 3-ball does this. Gold Agent 3, Gold Blinders, Gold Deadeye, Silver Limitless. I don't use Catch and Shoot. Gold Green Machine, I don't use Guard Up that much, but Hall of Fame, Space Creator is that badge. I haven't even really used it that much this year, but oh my gosh, even on just silver, the badge is incredible. Even on bronze, the badge is amazing. So I can't wait to get it to Hall of Fame. We're gonna skip over a couple stats. 87 pass accuracy, that's for bronze bailout, that's for the LaMelo Ball pass style, and it still is fantastic this year. LaMelo Ball, I tell you what, if anyone thinks a better pass style exists in this game for fast break offense, you let me know. I personally am gonna stick with LaMelo. 93 ball handle, let me tell you what that does. Blow by Gold, High Handles for Days Gold, Killer Combo, Speed Booster, Unpluckable Gold, and then Ankle Breaker Hall of Fame right at that 93 mark. Right at 93, not at 92 or lower. Speedball Ball 83. That's to make sure Blow By, Hyper Drive, Speed Booster, Triple Threat, all gold. And we're gonna skip a couple and come down 82 for this, just to make sure we get that Hyper Drive and that Speed Booster, both gold. Acceleration is maxed at 93. Of course, that's a lot of badges this year too. Again, Blow By, Speed Booster. Spot Finder is really cool too. I have not gotten the badge to activate at all, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys and act like it's the greatest badge ever just because I get it on Hall of Fame. Triple Strike and Slippery Off Ball. I have also not been able to use Slippery Off Ball because I've been a point guard the whole year. I haven't gotten to play off ball yet. Strength 55, and there's a reason for that, by the way. That is for Fearless Finisher. I haven't unlocked it yet because I haven't leveled up my strength all the way, but I'm pretty sure Fearless Finisher is gonna be super important for small guard builds. They do layups anyways, which is, I know that's really unique. A lot of people are gonna go for driving dunk. I'm telling you, like, layups are so much better this year. Stamina 99, handles for days, and just, you wanna be able to dribble a lot when you have stamina. All right, let's come back to some of the other stats, right? 52 defense. Oh my gosh, he can't play defense. Well, I'm not here to play defense. I'm the point guard in the comp pro-am offense, the comp rec offense, whatever. I mean, you don't really associate rec and comp together, but you know what I mean. 99 free throw. He put his free throw 99. What's he doing? That's for offensive consistency. So in case you guys didn't know, if you guys are just seeing my channel for the first time, I'm gonna explain something to you guys. All your blue and all your green stats affect your offensive consistency. What is offensive consistency, you ask? I'm glad you asked. It's a secret stat in the game. They don't show you in the builder. Every player in every game mode has it, and it affects the green window size as well as the maximum percentage of shots you can potentially hit. So if you have a really low offensive consistency, even if you're timing all your shots perfectly, on Hall of Fame difficulty or in the rec or in the prom, you're eventually gonna just miss a shot randomly, just because. That's not your fault. You didn't miss that shot. Your offensive consistency missed that shot. And this year it's harder to hit than ever. So you want your offensive consistency really high. And once again, if you haven't watched my other videos, 95 is the sweet spot for offensive consistency. That gives you the ability to basically unlock all your shots to be able to hit. I didn't want to do that this year. I wanted a pure 99 green window. So you take all these stats, right? And every single stat matters. Every single point matters. You have 99 on the free throw, 94 on the 3-point, 84 on the midi. Come over here, post control. The reason I upgraded this is just because you can upgrade it a lot without losing any of your like other stats. So it's kind of free. It's like a lot of free blue stats. I don't really use post control that much, but I won't lie. Dream Shake and Post Fade are fantastic badges, and I'm glad I have them just because on silver. Like, that's awesome. They're kind of just there as bonuses. I don't really use them that much. Stand and dunk, I don't ever do stand and dunks. I don't do the stand and dunk cheese. I don't know if this is enough to do the standing dunk cheese. It's just there because it's really cheap as a blue stat to get. Same for driving dunk. 36 at that point, it's really cheap to get. It's a free stat. And 77 close shot. By the way, I did the math, and if you want to cheat one single point, 1 point, you can go one less in the close shot and still get a 99 offensive consistency. You can't go 2 down. If you go 2 down, you won't have it anymore. I did try that. I upgraded my stats one at a time just to check it out. The last stat I upgraded was close shot out of all my blue and green. At a 77, I had it. At a 76, I had a 99 offensive consistency. So if you wanted to move that stat around and play with that, feel free to. And if you felt like maybe, you know, you wanted to move stamina around just a little bit, still get handles for days right there, and then just, you know, I don't know, play with some other stats and see if you could finesse it to get something else, be my guest, right? It's not how I had it. I had it with the 97, or I'm sorry, with the 77 close shot and the 99 stamina, and they're gonna call this build an offensive heavy point guard. They're gonna compare it to a couple really cool people, Trae Young, Steve Nash, and Darius Garland. Let's go ahead and get that comparison, and then we're gonna go into the animations. All right, for the animations, let's talk about it. We're gonna do the jump shot last, so stick around for that. Pass style, LaMelo Ball. Dribble style, Steve Nash. For me, I tried LeBron because someone told me to use LeBron. Was not the way for me. Might be good for bigger PGs, not for me. Steve Nash kind of lets me speed boost a little faster, and it's really good for fades. It feels kind of similar to what Steve Nash dribble style was in 2K22. Derrick Rose, signature size up, doesn't make a huge difference to me, but I like it. And then Zach LaVine breakdown combo, doesn't make a huge difference to me, but I kind of like it. John Morant for the aggressive breakdown. Again, I don't know that I use this much, but I do kind of like it, so I'm just messing with it right now. All 3 of these are subject to change. Steve Nash I really like though. LaMelo Ball I'm not changing, most likely. Escape moves, Kyrie Irving. Let me tell you something, a lot of people use Trae Young. This one absolutely can put people on your back and still hit those shots. I do it all the time. I highly recommend Kyrie Irving. It's much shiftier for me. So I feel like Trae Young has just the one move and that's it. I feel like Kyrie is the whole package. And I feel like more people need to experiment with Kyrie this year and don't just use Trae Young for that move. Combo move, Steph Curry. That move right there, that like wide behind the back move, I've done that so many times in game. I'm actually not 100% sure how to do it. I kind of do it by accident, but it's so good. It's so good. I recommend it so much. James Harden crossover is the fastest crossover for me. Jamal Murray behind the back is how I basically ISO out of a standstill. If you hold the sprint button and flick down left or down right, basically it's the opposite side of the ball hand and behind the back, you'll get that long launch animation. Can set you up really well for a shot. It's really good to sort of like, you know, I don't know, jig on the screen, if that makes sense. And yeah, really good move. Steph Curry spin, I don't know, I just use it. It's not like the best thing in the game, but it's solid, honestly. It'll get you out of some tough situations and it'll look cool in some highlights. Kyrie Irving Hezzy, I really like the Kyrie Hezzy. I haven't really tried a lot of the Hezzies out because I've liked the Kyrie Hezzy for many years. Lucas step back, I've tried all of these out. Luka's definitely my favorite. Luka gets you a lot of space, and I feel like people don't guard you that far back this year, even though when you're hot, when you're on fire, you can shoot from really far this year. So Luka gets you that extra space. I like it. The snatchback isn't that great. You know, I think the John Wall is better for like the snatchback and the hop back. Also, Kyrie's better for the hop back too. They're both really good for that. But the Luka little like pitter patter step he takes, where he takes like 3 steps in a row, that's really good for that. Steph Curry for that. And then I don't use any flashy styles. All right, let's go to jump shot. And I'm using Splash's jump shot. Let me load it up here. Yeah, I think it shows it right there. So Steph Curry base, Darius Garland for upper release 2, Trae Young. And then the speed, let me see if I can come over here. The speed's gonna be max speed. It's gonna be 70 Darius Garland, 30 Trae Young for the blending. And this is the first jump shot I found that really works for me. It's a maximum release speed, A- defensive immunity, timing stability B+. There are some times where I feel like the shot sort of changes speeds occasionally, but honestly, for the most part, it's money. It's a money shot, and I just need to practice my shot more, to be honest. The game's only been out for like a couple days, maybe a week now, you know, so really like just getting in there and practicing is what it's gonna come down to. All of that to say, this build, really good build. One of my favorite builds I've ever made for sure. It's a finesse build. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to. You're not gonna be an 85 overall and great on this build. I'm just now at a 94 overall starting to get this build down and master it. And just to make sure we're on the same page, I think I already threw a picture in here of my editor, which is myself, by the way, is competent. He would have thrown a picture in, but in case he didn't, offensive consistency, 99. That secret stat that no one ever talks about, you get it with this build. Thank y'all for watching the video. I am going to be posting tutorials of how to play with this build. I'm going to be posting updates about this build. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below in the comments. Please like the video so it goes to more people and more people can see what a 99 offensive consistency is, and that it's possible to make, and that I'm cracked the system. I made it on my first build this year. I'll drop more, just like a whole breakdown of that for this year's builder again, just like I did last year. And you know, like always, y'all, man, have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate y'all for helping me get this far in my YouTube career. Peace.